On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Nugget.
A small piece of gold or other precious metal or mineral found ready formed in the earth, a small round piece of some food.
Examples:
A gold nugget. Nugget of truth. It took a few weeks to extract the nugget of information from those complicated sources.
Sausage.
A type of meat product usually made from pork, beef, or poultry, chopped into small pieces, put in a long tube of skin, then cooked or served cold in thin slices.
Examples:
Beef sausage. German sausage. The mother sliced off a piece of sausage.
Beak.
The hard and pointed or curved mouth of a bird.
Examples:
Sharp beak. A tip of the beak. The bird's beak evolves according to the type of prey it can take on the area.
Sentience.
The quality or state of being able to experience feelings, or become aware or conscious of something.
Examples:
Animals with sentience. Give sentience to the fact. Some people believe in the sentience of plants.
Biopsy.
The process of removing and examining tissue from the body of the sick person to determine the existence or cause of a disease.
Examples:
Biopsy of bone marrow. Liquid biopsy. The doctor performed an excisional breast biopsy.
Elongate.
To extend something in length, to lengthen, stretch out, or to make longer.
Examples:
Elongate muscles. Elongate a dress. The yoga instructor told us to elongate our spines during the practice.
Scaffold.
A temporary platform or structure used to support workers and materials during construction or maintenance work.
Examples:
Scaffold construction. Go to the scaffold. The construction workers set up the scaffold to reach the top of the building.
Carbohydrate.
Also carb, any of a class of organic compounds that include sugars, starch, and cellulose and are a principal source of energy in the diet of animals.
Examples:
Complex carbohydrate. Carbohydrate metabolism. Foods high in carbohydrates include bread, pasta, and rice.
Bioreactor.
A device or system used to cultivate living cells, tissues, or organisms for industrial or research purposes.
Examples:
Bioreactor engineering. Anaerobic bioreactor. The scientists optimized the conditions in the bioreactor to increase the yield of the desired product.
Brew.
To make beer or tea by mixing a substance with hot water.
Examples:
brew a cup of tea, brew beer. I am going to brew some coffee this morning.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
flourish economically, flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Inflow.
A stream or movement of something, typically liquid or gas, that is flowing into a particular place or system. The amount of incoming resources or funds into a system or organization.
Examples:
river inflow, inflow of refugees. The inflow of cash from investors helped the startup company grow and expand.
Outflow.
The leakage of fluid from a container, a natural flow of groundwater.
Examples:
outflow fluid, outflow of capital. After the valves were closed, the outflow halted.
Proliferate.
To grow or increase rapidly in number, to reproduce or spread rapidly, especially in an uncontrolled manner.
Examples:
proliferate cells, proliferate weeds. The number of COVID cases continued to proliferate in many countries worldwide.
Speculate.
To form a theory or conjecture or guess about a subject without solid evidence.
Examples:
speculate about the reason, speculate on the outcome. He speculated that this investment would lead to success.
Subsistence.
The state or condition of being able to maintain or support oneself at a basic level, typically through food, shelter, and other vital necessities, the minimum resources required for survival.
Examples:
subsistence economy, subsistence farming. The farmer's subsistence depended on his crops and livestock.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Broil.
To cook something by direct heat, typically using a grill, a hot plate, or an oven, to become very hot and feverish.
Examples:
broil pork chops, broil vegetables. I broiled the steak in the oven for a delicious and easy meal.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
flu pandemic, global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Swine.
A domestic pig, especially one bred for its meat.
Examples:
Swine flu. Swine industry. The farmer raises swine on his farm for the market.
Rogue.
A deceitful and unreliable person, a person who behaves badly.
Examples:
A rogue detective. Rogue state. The president states emphatically that the opponent country is a rogue state that supports terrorism.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Ranching.
The practice of raising livestock, typically cattle or sheep, on large areas of land, often referred to as ranches, for meat, wool, or other products.
Examples:
Ranching industry. Cattle ranching. The government introduced regulations to ensure sustainable ranching practices.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the earth.
Revive.
To bring back to life, consciousness, or strength, to restore.
Examples:
Revive my energy. Revive an old friendship. They revived the tradition of holding a parade on the main street every year.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.
Ancestral.
Related to or connected with members of your family from the past.
Examples:
An ancestral graveyard. Ancestral roots. The ancestral home has been in the family for generations.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples:
Envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Yolk.
The yellow central part of an egg, surrounded by the egg white, which provides nutrients for an embryo during its development.
Examples:
Yolk lipid. Egg yolk. The chef separated the egg white from the yolk to make a perfect souffle.
Silkworm.
The larva of a moth of the bombyx genus that spins a cocoon of silk to encase itself while it transforms into a pupa. The silk fibers can be harvested and used to make fabric, such as silk.
Examples:
Silkworm larvae. Silkworm breeding. The silkworm's cocoon contains the silk fibers used to make luxurious fabrics.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples:
Sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Rennet.
An extract from the stomach lining of a ruminant mammal that is used to curdle milk and separate curds and whey in the process of cheesemaking.
Examples:
Rennet cheese. Microbial rennet. The rennet enzyme breaks down the proteins in milk, which results in curdling.
Curd.
The solid part that is formed when milk is coagulated, used in making cheese, or eaten as a food.
Examples:
Yogurt curd. Lemon curd. The curd in my cheese sauce was lumpy but still tasted good.
Whey.
A thin, watery byproduct of cheese or yogurt production that is rich in protein and used in many food products, such as protein powders or sports drinks.
Examples:
Whey product. Whey powder. I use whey protein powder to supplement my workouts and help build muscle.
Chymosin.
A protease enzyme found in the stomachs of young ruminant animals, used in the production of cheese to curdle milk and separate the curds and whey.
Examples:
Chymosin enzyme. Chymosin production. The use of chymosin in cheese production has decreased the need for animal rennet.
Ferment.
To experience a chemical change or action that results in the production of alcohol or effervescence of gases. Noun, a state of agitated activity or change, especially in the context of social or political movements.
Examples:
Ferment sugar into ethanol. Political ferment. The dough was left to ferment overnight to give the bread its distinctive flavor.
Microorganism.
A very small living thing that may exist in its single-celled form or as a colony of cells and is too small to be seen without a microscope.
Examples:
Pathogenic microorganism. Microorganisms in his gut. This microorganism is a producer of respiratory disease.
Finicky.
Excessively concerned with small details or rules, difficult to please or satisfy, fussy or choosy.
Examples:
Finicky eater. Finicky about food. My finicky cat will only eat his favorite brand of wet food.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Recycle.
To sort and collect things to process them and produce valuable materials that can be used again.
Examples:
Recycle the cardboard boxes. Recycle milk packaging into new paper. We largely recycle the circuit board of cell phones because they contain a lot of valuable metals.
Vitro.
Used as in vitro, a scientific experiment or procedure that takes place outside of a living organism, usually in a test tube or petri dish.
Examples:
In vitro fermentation. In vitro diagnostics. The lab technician used in vitro fertilization to help the couple conceive.
Subsidize.
To pay part of the cost of something to support an organization, activity, etc. financially.
Examples:
Subsidize the project. Subsidize the cost. Governments subsidize renewable energy generation in various ways.
Rewield.
To restore an area of land to its natural state, especially by reintroducing locally extinct species.
Examples:
Rewild land. Rewild an area. The government is considering a plan to rewild certain areas by reintroducing native species and removing non-native ones.
Creamy.
Having the texture or consistency of cream, smooth and soft in texture, containing or resembling cream in taste, texture, or appearance.
Examples:
Creamy white. Creamy sauce. The soup had a rich and creamy texture.
Custard.
A thick, creamy dessert made from milk, eggs, sugar, and flavorings, such as vanilla or nutmeg, that can be eaten on its own or used as a filling for pies, cakes, or pastries.
Examples:
Fruit custard pie. Vanilla custard filling. I love to top my homemade apple pie with a dollop of custard.
Fluffy.
Soft and light, often with a texture that resembles feathers or fur.
Examples:
Fluffy clouds. Fluffy blanket. The kitten had fluffy fur that was soft to the touch.
Meringue.
A sweet, whipped dessert topping made from egg whites and sugar, usually baked or cooked and used to top pies, cakes, or pastries.
Examples:
Meringue topping. Chocolate meringue pie. The meringue on the lemon pie was perfectly fluffy and sweet.
Umami.
A taste sensation that is often described as savory, meaty, or brothy, one of the 5 basic tastes, along with sweet, sour, salty, and bitter.
Examples:
Umami enhancer. Umami flavor. Japanese food lovers appreciate the umami taste of miso soup.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Fathom.
To understand or comprehend a difficult or complex problem or situation, to measure the depth of water.
Examples:
Fathom the depth. Fathom the mystery. I cannot fathom why some people enjoy horror movies.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Fermentation.
The chemical breakdown of a substance by bacteria, yeasts, or other microorganisms, typically involving effervescence and the giving off of the heat.
Examples:
Oxidative fermentation. Fermentation tank. The process of fermentation is used to make beer, wine, and many other products.
Stink.
To emit a strong, unpleasant odor, to have a strong offensive smell, to be corrupt or unethical.
Examples:
Stink up the place. Stink badly. The garbage in the alley began to stink after a few hot days.
Mold.
A hollow container used to give shape to liquid or soft substance, which then becomes solid in the same shape as the container, a soft, green, or gray growth that forms on stale food or objects exposed to warm, moist air for too long.
Examples:
A casting mold. Mold allergy. Mushrooms and mold are fungi.
Translucent.
Allowing light to pass through, but scattering it so that objects behind cannot be seen clearly, partially transparent.
Examples:
Translucent glass. Translucent skin. The sunlight shone through the translucent curtains, casting a warm glow in the room.
Crunch.
A loud, crackling noise made by something being crushed or broken, a difficult or critical situation.
Examples:
Financial crunch. A gas crunch. The crunch of the leaves underfoot was heard as they walked through the park.